You've proven time and again what I've said many times. You are the greatest friend that Israel has ever had in the White House. It's not even close.
That seemed like a not-so-subtle dig at Donald Trump's predecessor and a microcosm of the not-so-bipartisan relationship between the United States and Israel in a post-October 7th world. It didn't start out that way, with then-President Joe Biden warmly embracing Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on a solidarity trip just 2 weeks after Hamas's massacre. But as the war dragged on and concerns about the Gazan death toll mounted, the accusations and recriminations started.
I said it's inconceivable that in the past few months, the administration has been withholding weapons and ammunition to Israel.
Let me just start off by saying that we generally do not know what he's talking about. We just don't.
While the Biden administration consistently pushed back on accusations of Israeli war crimes in Gaza and vetoed numerous United Nations Security Council resolutions demanding an end to the war, the White House had its own red lines, threatening suspension of weapons transfers should Israel proceed with an offensive in Rafah and implementing sanctions on Israelis it felt were inciting violence, even as the U.S. led an unprecedented Western and Arab coalition to defend Israel against a pair of large-scale Iranian ballistic missile attacks last year. It seemed Biden couldn't win, though. Any support of Israel at all created headaches with progressives who accused Biden of complicity in war crimes, creating a major 2024 campaign headache for Biden. And then Kamala Harris.
We cannot allow ourselves to become numb to the suffering, and I will not be silent.
Meanwhile, anything less than full-throated support was seen as undercutting an ally in its time of need.
It was Joe Biden who showed up 6 days after October 7th and embraced Bibi Netanyahu on the tarmac of Ben Gurion Airport. The idea that Joe Biden didn't fully and completely support the state of Israel is, by the way, at his political peril. There were plenty of people in this administration or the Biden administration who were trying to push the president to basically, I wouldn't say, quote, abandon Israel, but certainly soften his position, and he refused to do it. So this false narrative that Joe Biden was supportive of Israel is just not fundamentally true.
But with Donald Trump emerging victorious in the 2024 election, there would be no more talk of withholding weapons. Those Biden-era sanctions were quickly repealed. But that didn't mean Netanyahu and Trump have been in complete alignment, especially when it comes to the humanitarian situation in Gaza.
There is no policy of starvation in Gaza, and there is no starvation in Gaza.
Some of those kids that's real starvation stuff. I see it. And you can't fake that. So we're going to be even more involved.
And while Trump has largely deferred to Netanyahu's military strategy in Gaza, he was displeased, to say the least, with how Israel attempted to close out its 12-day conflict with Iran this year after stunning U.S. strikes on the Islamic Republic's nuclear facilities.
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. Basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
And Trump was none too happy about Israel's unsuccessful secret strike last month on Hamas leadership targets in Qatar.
I don't have to do that. I'm not thrilled about the whole situation.
And it seemed to help lead to a conclusion by Trump that after nearly 2 years of support and constant efforts at achieving another ceasefire, the war simply needed to come to an end.
Even when you're very good at killing terrorists, you are very good at killing terrorists. We are excellent. But even if we can kill you, if the group has a powerful ideology that allows them to recruit 6 replacements for the one jihadi you killed, it's just a perpetual machine. It's what we call mowing the grass. My contention, and now, thanks to the hardship of the last 2 years, Israel understands this very well.
Which brought us to last Monday and the unveiling of a plan to end the war, critically backed by Arab leaders, which goes to show both Trump and Biden variably embraced and distanced themselves from Netanyahu. but it's Trump's credibility throughout the region, not weapons freezes and sanctions, that could ultimately bring to a conclusion what both Biden and Trump set out to do: end the war and bring the hostages home. From Washington, Mike Wagenheim, I-24 News.